Hey, what's up, Gemini? Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your April 2025 tarot and oracle card reading. We're going to get right into it. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. Please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other people to pray for you as well, simply say hi in the comments section. Leave an emoji, whatever you feel comfortable with. It just represents your energy and it gives us something that we can focus on. Lifts all of us up, y'all. Lifts all of our vibrations up. We're going to start with the Mudra deck, like I like to do. And we have the message, devotion, deeply attached. This is such a sweet thing. So you cradle one hand and the other, and you kind of make the okay sign with both hands. Let's read about it. This is the mantra. It says, in that I admit the emptiness, I receive abundance and happiness. Using our concentration to sink into an activity, a contemplation, or a meditation brings about a healing, wonderful stillness. And this is a help to deal with acute or chronic pain. So with this deck, there's always a correlated part of the body or an illness or something that you can heal with this. So it always starts with that. And then we have a vision. If you like to visualize or if you have a hard time making the mudra with your hands. In the absence of the invisible air around us, we would die. But there are energies which are even less easy to perceive and which nevertheless fill the universe, give us a framework, and indeed provide the ground of our very existence. When we consciously let ourselves in for the incomprehensible, seemingly insubstantial something, then something else is incomprehensible. Something else incomprehensible happens to us, in us, around us, and for us. While breathing in, count from 1 to 7, and then count from 7 to 0 while breathing out. Rest a little in the space between inhaling and exhaling in the invisible fullness. I'm sorry that I'm a bumbling idiot. All right, you guys. What does tarot want to tell Geminis for April 2025? What do my Geminis need to know? I adore you guys. Thank you so much for all your likes, all your subscribes. I read every comment. I respond to every comment, even if it takes me a day or two. And I really appreciate you. All right, what do my Geminis need to know? April 2025, please make it clear. That's a nice card to start with. 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups is all about happiness, harmony. Let's see where we're going with it. Collaboration, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. We have 2 10s so far. And these came out together, so we're reading them together. We only take the cards that fly out, but if they fly out in conjunction with one another, we read them that way. Okay, you don't have a subtle April. One more. This is kind of fun. So, some of you guys are going to be suddenly moving in April, something that you might not expect, but I think it's going to be on the heels of an opportunity. I don't know why I do this, Gemini, but I always start at the very end. It's like I was joking. Was it you? I was joking about like, it's like eating dessert first. All right, but you know what? At the beginning, dinner is dessert as well here. We start with our dinner plate, 10 of Cups. This is happiness, harmony. We're going to unpack this shortly, but let's move on for now. 3 of Pentacles is really pivotal. It's a big message coming through for you in April 2025. This is having something to do with working with others for a shared common goal. So it could be work, comrades. We'll see. 10 of Wands is putting down a chapter. This chapter specifically was a tiring one. And I think that oftentimes when we reach the end of these little stages in life, whether a lot of times they come with admirable qualities like sticking by it, you know, seeing something through, loyalty and tenacity, but it can be exhausting nonetheless. So what happens usually is when you do put down this bundle of sticks, you are left with a lot more energy. And it's just in time because we're going to need that later. We do have an interesting thing happening though here Some of you guys might have some stresses around money, feeling a sense of scarcity. If it's not money, then it's going to be within your relationships and feeling kind of left out or isolated. But we're gonna come back to that. We have this big opportunity coming your way. This is pretty passion filled, and the thing with this is that if you don't jump on it, it will disappear. It's kind of times out. And then we have the Four of Wands with a Tower card. This means it's an event that happens. You probably wouldn't have predicted this. This is something outside your control. You can only control how you react to it. And it's connecting to your stability. Now, the Tower card, for all of its drama, can also be good things. Actually, I would say 100% of the time, it is a good thing, just the long way around it. These are usually they don't feel good oftentimes in the moment because you have to think on your toes, because it adds an element of unpredictability that as human beings, we don't like. That's kind of born and bred into us. But it has something to do with either a celebration, a gathering, or it has something to do with your stability. That's why I said some of you guys are going to be moving and you didn't see this coming, but that's just some of you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the World. So I will tell you that the energy so far for April is really kind of wild, and you're not going to sleep through it at all. It's a lot of change, a lot of things moving. Let's see, this ten of Cups. Damn, my mouth. One moment. I just have to have a moment. Okay, thank you. This is what that Ten of Cups is about. It's Ace of Pentacles. That's awesome. Ace of Pentacles could be money. It could be money coming through after maybe a period of time of feeling really stressed out about it. This feels good, so I'm going to ask about it a little bit more. What is this money coming through? Nice. I do think that this is nurturing money, support, something along that realm. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. So this is somebody who is very loving and loves practically. So if this is you that we're relating to here, this is you having enough money to nurture those around you, have enough money to nurture yourself. But this could also be an individual, maybe even an earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus that's in your midst. Let's see. Okay, what's this King of Pentacles in reverse? Okay. Who's this King of Pentacles? They seem to be attached to you, connected. What's this? What's this? Okay, so interesting. So this is what's coming out. There's two people that are coming out with that happy Ten of Cups and the money coming through. There seems to have been kind of a cloudy space between them, maybe a misunderstanding. The King of Pentacles, when he's in reverse though, can be a real cold mofo. Somebody who takes practicality to almost a stingy place and a cold place. So this isn't a fuzzy, friendly energy. And it seems to be that they are attached to you. These two people are attached. They've got the kind of the soulmate or the partnership card here, the Two of Cups. It doesn't have to be romantic for every single one of you guys, but this could easily be a life partner. And there's this moment where there's a fork in the road. And it's really kind of about support. So I will say, because we've got these real people coming up and it's these kind of a relationship dynamic of some sort, this doesn't have to be physical money. It can be actual value, being valued in a relationship. It's demonstrating value. And so I do feel that this does work out. But it's interesting because it's telling a story between these two individuals where there's this pause, a fork in the road, where there is this reassessment of like, how are things going? Do we need to do things differently? Is this healthy? And it does look like it works out. But that King of Pentacles, man, they are not a fluffy person in this moment where they're like debating, going back and forth, humming and hawing. It might be a little just mucky muck confusion for a little bit between those two individuals. I think most of you guys You relate to that personally. That's one of them is you. All right. Three of Pentacles. What is this Three of Pentacles? April 2025 for my Geminis. Huh? One sec. Oh my gosh, getting the repeats. Okay. If I don't read this correctly, I'm an idiot. So I've got to really get this right. Three of Pentacles. This is working together for a shared common goal. This could be co-workers, collaborators. Leaving something behind though, something that was attached to your emotions. You were very connected to it. It could have been the collaborators, or it could be that these are the people you're going towards. Only you know. There's so many Geminis right now watching this video, and so you apply this energy how it seems fit. When I ask about this, it's because there's an offer there. There's an offer of value there. The Ace of Pentacles coming through again, and then our Ten of Cups coming again. It seems that you're choosing to leave something in order to be happier. It's specifically connected to this collaboration. I just have a question. I want to know if you're leaving the collaboration or if you're going towards it. And I don't know if that's a selfish question, like if all of you guys are like, I know which one it is, but I have to ask because I want to be a good tarot reader. This is that Ten of Wands. This is what that exhausting thing is. There is a conversation that changes everything. A conversation, somebody coming towards you that changes everything. I feel, and it's connected to that Lover's card, the Star card. This is feeling seen. This is putting down this burden, this old chapter, which we're about to go over to this in a moment, right? I think you guys are actually not relying on some people or a person you were working with, trying to collaborate energies with, and you're not relying on their acceptance or approval of this. Instead, you are, and it immediately releases the pressure. It releases you to collaborate with other energies, but it's also, it's this, I think you're going towards where you're valued or where holds the money, okay? And you immediately bounce up. You immediately put down these exhausting wands. I think there might be, I just released a Gemini reading. It was the one where I'm in front of the campfire outside. This is going to be an extended, because I think that there's a theme going on here. There's been a theme going on in your readings. So you're not waiting around for approval, because you're realizing you're feeling very empowered, but you're getting a approval somewhere else. You're getting validation and confirmation somewhere else. And some of you quite literally money. Don't ignore this, Gemini. The Star card is also this grace, feeling seen. I think by leaving this situation where you've been waiting for approval, they catch up. This is how you get it. This is how you get it. Let's move on to the Three of Wands. So, like I said, this is going to be an extended. I like to go deeper into the meanings, but also get advice. So if you'd like to follow me over there, it's the price of a cup of coffee, $6. And that will be a link in the description box below if you simply expand it. You just have been getting a theme here with your readings. I'm going to get this one, sorry. Okay. Gemini, one shuffle. That's what I need to do. Remember, this Ten of Wands is a tired 10. At the bottom of the deck, we got that Three of Pentacles. Repeats all over the place. What's this? Repeats all over the place. This is the Magician. You already got the Magician. In reverse. Oh my God. Repeats all over the place. 3 times. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. Okay. You are done with games. You are done with head games. You are done even with this, the head games you put on yourself, worrying, like that anxiety of like, am I misunderstood? Am I going to be able to make enough money here? Am I going to make ends meet? Or I'm ostracized or left out? Basically, I'm toggling back and forth what I'm saying between physical value, right? Like money, and also personal value, feeling ostracized or isolated. So that's what this tarot reading is really about. And you putting down this freaking burden, done with the head games, magician in reverse. No way, you know? What else is this 10 of Wands? Because that's leading to your happiness. You're going to, you know, I feel like I'm getting this visual of a buoy. Have you spent much time on the water? You know, you moor up like onto a buoy, and these things have a chain going all the way down to the bottom of the sea, right? And it feels like the chain was too short. And this buoy, in its nature, is meant to bounce up to the surface, right? But it's had this chain that is waterlogging it right underneath the surface. You can drift over with your boat and you can see, oh my God, there's a buoy under there. And it's just that far underneath the water. But it's just like cutting the damn chain, and you are popping up there where you're supposed to be, Gemini. So let's just touch on this isolation, this anxiety a little bit, the sense of scarcity. This has to do with institutions, commitments, how you commit yourself to things. This might be a shared commitment with the Three of Pentacles right there. Okay, what about it? There's some anxiety over here with this. There's some disappointment. So this is kind of like the Hierophant rules over how it can rule over institutions like marriage. It rules over how we commit ourselves to something. So if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling ostracized, if you're feeling disappointment, look at these cards for a second, Gemini. They suck, right? You're feeling all these things around what you've committed yourself earlier to. I just had a real wash of dizziness. So then we have this passion. But you know, something I want to say before we move on is that this is crying over spilled milk, facing those 3 spilled cups, but there are 2 full ones behind him. And that's a really important note to make here, okay? Not all is lost. Ace of Wands, what are we getting here with Gemini? Ace of Wands. It sucks to not feel heard, to feel misunderstood, or not to feel valued, Gemini. And I'm sorry about that. But the story is not over. We have, so there is an offer, there is an opportunity. Who knows, it could actually be coming from, I feel this energy, the Three of Pentacles, wanting to collaborate, because you're taking advantage of an opportunity that's coming your way, and you are feeling very confident in your convictions. This is fighting off any doubt, and it's really about the big picture. So let me put this in another way. If there's something that has been driving all of this forward, it has something to do with believing in yourself over others, prioritizing yourself, but it's really in context to a bigger picture, like inheritance, legacy, what you're building for the future, for yourself, for your family. Okay, so we've got the Four of Wands with this Tower card. What is this Four of Wands with the Tower card? I'm going to read that. Okay, things as you've known them are coming to an end, but you're going to be very happy about it. This is interesting because this is, I'm going to get another card on this Ten of Swords. Because it flew out sideways. It flew out sideways, to be fair. Okay, I don't feel comfortable saying that things have come to a complete end, but you are being withholding in context to a relationship of some sort, a partnership. This is a serious partnership here, the Two of Cups. But there is this flew out sideways, and I feel that this is at the border. Like, this is a possibility. But I don't think for a lot of you guys, it's been totally solidified. This Ten of Swords is a full-on ending. Some of you guys are going to be feeling very withholding, very much like you might not even be like talking much about this or making much of an effort to make anyone else feel comfortable about this. I think that you are putting first and foremost your own happiness for the first time in a while. And I think that you're kind of in this place of like, let the walls fall down, let this thing crumble. Let's burn it to the ground. No, it's not like actually, you're not even going to put forward that energy. You're just kind of asking yourself, a lot of you guys are asking yourselves, what would happen if I just didn't do anything right now? What would happen if I didn't do what I normally do? Maybe what you normally do is you discuss things, you talk them out. I mean, you're a Gemini. I have Gemini rising. A lot of us with Gemini in our charts are verbal processors, not all of us. But like, you know, there's a real beautiful space Gemini has the ability to hold with the dualities of a situation. Geminis have the ability oftentimes to explore duality in ways that threaten other zodiac signs. So it's unlike, speaking generally, unlike a Gemini to resist and be like, I don't need to explore that. I'm going to focus on myself, focus on my Nine of Cups. And that's where I'll leave it. I'm going to go on to the extended to get advice. Feel free to follow me there if this is where I leave you. I love you, darlings. Talk to you soon.